straight actors playing gay roles, gay actors playing straight roles. It's like acting is playing somebody that you're not. It didn't play the whole thing. We'll do it again. Hello everyone, I am still Mecha Random 42, still the one, still the only, still the original, still your favorite YouTube consumer advocate, Harpy, in the middle of a live stream to try and catch up with the week that we've missed from, 2 weeks we've missed from being away. We were away for 2 weeks, and it's good to be back, it's good to be home. I gotta talk about the gay stuff because as a person that I have to do this every time, or else they're gonna and they're gonna come out of the woodwork and they're gonna yell at me because they always do. See, they always come out of the woodwork. I gotta qualify it with the fact that I am the B in the alphabet, meaning I go both ways, and sometimes, whether people like it or not, I like to talk about pretty attractive women because, you know, let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch, right? It's kind of fun to look at. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of, oh, where's my thing? Yeah, procreation is designed to be something you want to do. So, yes. So is acting, right? Is acting something we're supposed to be designed to want to do? Well, acting is pretending to be somebody you're not, obviously. Big Bang Theory star Jim Parsons addresses the debate on straight actors playing gay roles. I want to hear what he has to say because he is a gay actor playing a straight heterosexual white male role. And I don't have a problem with that because I've watched pretty much every episode of Big Bang Theory up until, they started really, really dating. I think Bernadette was pregnant where I dipped, and then maybe they had the baby later. So spoilers for the Big Bang Theory, but I watched all of it before. And Sheldon Cooper is a very logical, I almost would say on the spectrum in some sense, to where he doesn't quite get a lot of social cues. He's very literal. He's a lot like somebody like me. That's kind of representation now, isn't it? A little bit for nerds. And my problem with the Big Bang Theory was when they kind of turned into Friends and they segregated, okay, all the chicks are in this apartment and all the dudes are in this apartment. That's kind of when I dipped. Because it wasn't really realistic. Especially in nerd circles of friends. You're going to have guys and girls playing Dungeons and Dragons next to each other. You're going to have guys and girl parties of, anime watching nights. You're going to have a good mix because that's your friend group. That's your circle of friends. And a lot of the time, you'll have one friend who dated somebody and now the other friend's dating the same person because they broke up. So you'll have a lot of in-dating too with a lot of friends and groups of friends like that. So that's why it wasn't very believable. And I am curious what he has to say. All right. It's important that gay characters are portrayed as well-rounded individuals. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. There's one thing that I hate more than anything. It is just reducing a character to their label.
Timber!
Just having a character on screen for no other reason than having a token representation of, a gay character or a character that's differently abled.
Timber!
A character that they don't even bother giving a name to. Because that's how little they actually care about these characters. They're just there as an accessory, as a hood ornament.
Timber!
So at least when we get some shows that do incorporate gay characters of other ethnicity, like Cobra Kai is a good example of that. You've got a character like Miguel.
Ding!
They want to use the word Latinx. I don't like that because a lot of people of, Spanish-speaking descent get offended by that. But that's how you do a well-rounded character. You make them more than just their label, more than just their social struggles, more than just their
wokey mom.
Superficial, more than the superficial. Big Bang Theory star Jim Parsons has addressed the debate on straight actors playing LGBTQ plus roles. The actor who played Sheldon Cooper in the hit comedy and stars in Netflix's The Boys in the Band was asked about the issue in a recent interview with the LA Times. Parsons said, "There's definitely this spectrum. I think the fight, as it were, is not about having only gay people play gay parts, but to ensure that all parts are open to all actors." Exactly. Like, I wouldn't demand that Sheldon Cooper be played by a straight actor. I don't think in history we've never had any issue with gay actors playing straight roles. How many women had a crush on Rock Hudson all those years? Or even Liberace? It's important that gay characters are portrayed as well-rounded and completely human individuals. They're trying a little bit on Star Trek Discovery with Culber and Stamets. They're really, really trying. But the problem that they have with Star Trek Discovery, for example, is that when they bring in characters and they market them as just the token, hey, now we have a non-binary, now we have transgender, now we have all of these sort of things. You need a little bit more than that. You need a better reason for these characters to be on the show other than just you need a cornucopia label. You need one of every color of the rainbow. You got to collect them all like they're Pokemon or something.
Are you a white girl that screams for diversity out of guilt? Can't enjoy anything unless you see yourself represented?
Wokemon.
Wokemon is a great way to show how totally not racist and sexist you really are. Everyone wants to be hired based on their gender or skin color. Now you can be the center of the universe. See yourself on screen. Be the star of your own fanfiction. Be the bestest ever by stealing valor worshipped by everyone.
I bypassed the hero's journey.
And executives, Wokemon is a great way to show how totally not racist and sexist you really are. And don't worry, if it doesn't work, you can always fail upwards. Wokemon, gotta represent them all.
Parsons singled out Brokeback Mountain's Heath Ledger and Jake Gyllenhaal as examples of straight actors who have played gay characters brilliantly. I think Brokeback Mountain is one of the most touching gay movies and love stories I've ever seen, and those two straight actors were the best choices for those roles, he added. Having only seen clips of this, you almost need somebody who's a little bit more uncomfortable in that especially when you're going through, characters who are supposed to be closeted. It almost works better to have a straight actor because they're going to have a certain nervousness that you only really pick up on in like the sort of subtle areas. You won't even notice it. And here's an ad for all of the Funkos. Can you believe all these Funko? So that's what Big Bang Theory kind of evolved into, was this sort of Funko Pop geek culture, where geek culture was more about references and remembering. Hey, I remember Tribbles. I know what a transporter is. Or I've heard of Lord of the Rings. Instead of actually incorporating geeks in a less negative way. I mean, they weren't super negative in the beginning. It wasn't really like they were shaming. The geeks weren't the joke. They weren't the butt of the joke, I should say, until later on. And then they became the butt of the joke because they were the geek. They kind of let the geek culture down, I think, a lot of this. Black Phoenix says, I hate Funko Pops. I do too. I'm not a big Funko Pop fan. That being said, I do have a few that you guys have sent, which are actually really cool. So I've got like the Zoltar machine one. That's actually pretty cool. And there's a few others that I got. What you guys sent me? Porgs. Goose the cat. He's really cute. So I do have a few. And Baby Yodas. How do I say this without stumbling over my words? You get into debates like this, and this is one of the things I like about this, is that you get into the debate of, so gay people all act or are a certain way, and you can tell by looking at them. And then that's offensive to me, because that's insulting to me, because I don't really care what people think, which way they think I swing, because what does it matter, right? And that's kind of why I like talking about this sort of stuff on the channel. So tell me what you think in the comment section below. I am going back to my live chat. Don't you guys go anywhere. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
Oh, it's my name, Mecha.